So when I first decided that I wanted to propose to Sheretta, I knew that, you know, I wanted it to be an experience that Sheretta would remember forever, and that we could both, you know, really cherish. Now, I wanted Sheretta to feel pampered. I wanted her to feel like, you know, a queen. You know, of course, checking off all my other bases, talking with the parents, talking with, you know, others who are vested in Sheretta's life. I contacted her sister, one of her best friends, and also my best friend to help me with this plan. Preparing for the proposal. Stay tuned for the video. This Sunday, coming to a theater near you. YouTube channel near you.
I had no idea that this was going to be happening. He was definitely what would be the word?
I think I was directing her mind,
yeah,
to think that it was further off in the future than it actually was.
And not that it would happen in June or even on that day. But what happened was the week before the proposal took place, I planned a whole evening of a surprise date for us, and he said, you know what, I want to do this on Sunday. I think we should alternate and take turns. Alternate, I said that wrong. I take turns, and you know, you plan one day, I plan one day, we surprise each other. So I said, okay, fine. So he said, just clear your schedule on Sunday. The night before, he gave me a note with my name on it, and he basically detailed what time to be ready, what to wear, and he gave me a Metro card with all of the fare for where we were going. He had me wear the same outfits that we wore on that date last year when he first told me I love you. So in my mind, I still wasn't thinking this was a proposal. I was like, okay, he's probably just trying to recreate an experience, and he wants to take pictures, so that's why he's telling me to wear the same thing. No big deal. I still had no clue.
Good morning, people. Today is the big day. The day that I proposed to the lovely Sheretta. I'm walking to her house right now, and I'm nervous. There's a day of activities that we have planned, and just a lot of stuff going on. I love this woman, and no one has ever meant more to me than she does. I'm sure you guys have noticed from the vlog and from, you know, the testimonies and just the different things that we share with you all, how important she's been in my life, but words really can't summarize it. And I just hope that today is an enjoyable experience for her, and ultimately that we're able to, you know, share this experience with you guys, and hopefully encourage more of you to seek God first in your relationships and to always put Him at the head of whatever you're doing. So I'll be in touch throughout the day, but I did want to talk to you guys before starting off this whole thing, and I know you guys are praying for us, and I appreciate it. Talk to you soon.
What's up, subbies? It's a beautiful Sunday morning, and we're out and about.
Good morning, everyone. It's a happy Sunday, and we are in the Soho district right now. We have an amazing day planned out, and I'm really happy because we haven't had like a full day to really spend together in a while. So it's gonna be fun, and we're gonna take you guys along so you guys can learn or not learn, but see what we're doing. So yeah, walking through Soho. Sheretta thinks that, you know, we're going shopping. I'm just like kind of like just leading her around to think different things about what's happening or what's going on, and not really like giving away like what the surprise is.
Brenda just told me we're going shopping. Does he know me? You can't tell me that.
Does she know me?
What are we gonna get?
We're gonna need some fancy stuff for later.
This is expensive, guys. We're on. Oh, you can't see that. That's pretty loud. We're on Mercer Street in Soho. This is like one of the expensive strips out here. Like, what?
Yeah. I'm ready to stop in one of these stores and just pick out something that she likes.
Really?
Yeah.
For some reason I feel like he's playing. What is this?
Let's see. First up, guys. Motivation for Sheretta Noel.
Yeah. Your projects like a little waiting.
Sheretta about to get a spa treatment.
So we're in the spa right now, and we're waiting for Sheretta to finish filling out this form so that she can go back and relax. Oh, that signature. Gotta love it, guy. Tell me if you think it's a legitimate signature. Can y'all see that? That does not look like Sheretta Noel.
It is. That's the S.
It's like the S and like just scribbles afterwards. She gets creative with every time she signs it, so. So I am sitting outside of the spa waiting for the lovely Sheretta to finish her massage. So I organized a spa treatment for her this morning. I know that she's been really stressed lately, so I wanted to give her an experience that she could just relax and just, enjoy a massage, basically. And so we're sitting out here. I'm sitting out here now at Soho. Really beautiful day. I'm dressed too nicely because it's hot, but it's okay because Sheretta and I are matching, so no concern there.
So we got to Columbus Circle and I still had no idea what was going on. He told me not to question him about the activities. We're walking and I'm noticing like horses and carriages around, but I would never think that we were going to do that. And as we're walking, I started telling him a story how I was watching this show and a bride decided to use a horse and carriage for her wedding day, but the horse went crazy and ended up throwing them out of the carriage, and her mom had to go to the ER on the wedding day and all this crazy stuff. So I'm telling him the story and he's just like, Next thing I know, we're walking towards the horse and carriage. He's like, this is us. And I'm like, oh, okay. So after that whole story, we're about to get on a horse carriage.
On a horse carriage right now around the beautiful Central Park, just so you guys can see a little bit of it. Take a look. So while we're on the horse carriage, they have the food and they have the blanket and everything. You'll see like that. You see it from the pictures, but they have everything that they're setting up on Central Park for us to go to after the horse carriage.
So we're walking, and then we're walking on the path, and then he's like, oh no, we have to go this way. He starts taking on the grass. Now how do you know walks across the grass in the park when there's a path available? He's like kind of like pulling me towards the grass as we're walking, and I see like out of my peripheral a blanket. And he's like pulling me towards a blanket in my head. I'm like, why are you pulling me towards someone's blanket? And I look down and then I see our initials with flowers and food, and I'm like, who's helping you? Who did this? And he's like, what you talking about? I did this earlier. And I was like, nobody leaves anything alone in New York for a split second because you know it's gonna be gone. And then there were like little art projects, like so our name. Yeah. Our initials, were like in little foam letters, and then there were like little pictures of us on like it was like a stick clothing line, and all these little things around. So then it's food from our favorite restaurant in Brooklyn, and I'm like, there's no way. Someone had to help you get this food here. But I left it alone. I filled my belly and took a nap.
So they're setting up the bench, and then time comes for, you know, to move on to the next activity.
At this point, like, he's very quiet, reserved, and I'm thinking, okay, he's probably just like thinking about the next plan. I don't know what's going on. So then we're walking, and he's like, oh, this is not skydiving, but it's close. And at this point, we're walking towards the bench where I know he said I love you, and I was just gonna acknowledge it. Oh yeah, that's the bench, but just keep moving on to whatever we're supposed to do. So we're walking, and you can see in the footage that my face might look a little upset because I was just like, what are we doing that's not skydiving?
She's like, so you would rather me be upset now or later?
And he's still
I was like, she ain't gonna be upset in 2 minutes.
As you can see in the footage, he's on his phone and he's texting when we're walking. So
because I had to tell her friends that I had to tell her sister and her friend that we were coming.
And we get there, and I see like our initials painted on the fabric that's over the bench, and then flowers, and I hear the music playing, and he starts shaking. And I'm like, what is going on? Why? And then why are we just gonna stop at the bench and vlog? Like, I had no idea. So he starts shaking. I'm like, and then he's like looking around. I'm like, what's going on? And then he's like, still shaking, and he gets down on his knee. I'm like, wait, is this really happening? What is going on? And of course he gets on his knee.
And I asked her to marry me.
Yes, he did.
And
I said, of course.
No, she did not say of course. She was like, is this really happening?
Wait, are you serious?
Is this really happening right now? And I was like, girl.
But you're not playing around? Because we used to play around. I was like, you're not playing around. And like, he pulls out the ring out of his pocket. And I'm like, and then so many thoughts are running through my mind, like how, when did you start planning this? Who's help? Like so much. I was like, okay, wait, should I answer him? So I was like, yes. And then he gets up, and then the ring.
Yeah, so I explained to her how the ring has been in my family over half a century, how my grandfather gave it to my grandmother, and then my father gave it to my mother, and then now I gave it to my queen-to-be. And so that's the story of the ring. And so I shared that with her, you know, it was a embracing hug, you know, laughing, smiling.
And at this point I still had no idea that anyone was around us. I thought that, so I was thinking that people were going to the stops before us, or whoever he was helping him was going to the stops before us, and then leaving before, like when we got there. So I didn't think that there was anyone around, and I look out across the street and I see a guy with like a huge camera, kind of like paparazzi, and I'm like, who's that? And he's like, oh, he's been following us
the whole day.
The whole day, and I'm like, what?
She said yes. She's been videoing us the whole day.
What the hell?
Congrats.
What the hell? Yay. Oh my god. Hi guys. What are you doing here? Hi guys.
Congrats. Oh, it's okay. What's up, bro?
Congrats, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you, bro.
I started tearing up when I realized just how much work he put into the day, and how much thought went into just making it memorable. So that's what I started that's what I started tearing up about.
What you realize though, after like not even thinking about the words that you say, it's just about, you know, how you really make someone feel. And I think that was my goal throughout the entire thing, was just to make Sheretta feel loved and appreciated, and just know that she's, you know, she's my lady, you know, and my bride to be now. So, yep. I'm so excited to now be in this moment and to share with you guys, and just to, you know, hopefully inspire some more of you to also, you know, seek God first in your relationships, and of course to always be a reflection of Him. So, all right, guys, we'll see you later.
Still the same, just as strong as it was on the